like male and female. 日本語何ですか？ Male, female.
男
男。And like in a normal polite sentence, we use 男の人。男の人 and female.
女の子
女の。子 is okay. And also you can use 人。Of course, yes. 女の子、女の人。男の子、男の人。And if you put 子 sounds very young or child, like smaller people. Yep. But 女の子 is more like a larger range it covers. So even like early 20s, even 20s, middle 20s, they might be called 女の子. But 男の子 probably like before 20s. But anyway, yes. So 女の子は誘いません in America. 女の子は誘いません。男の子が誘いますね。So if you want to get invited, you have to appeal. You can appeal. Hey, I'm available on Valentine's Day and you? Like that.
Yes, but again, it would be with someone that you're probably friends with that you know is also free and doesn't have anything to do or doesn't like anyone. But it's usually a very intense day. Usually, if you go out on Valentine's Day, it means you want to be a couple. So, yes, I
So
would probably
okay.
never
So
do that.
you don't want to do like you don't want to do the casual things or like you cannot do the casual you can't do the casual things then on that day. So that's a
Mhm.
meaning the different meaning. Okay. Okay. ああ、そうな
Yes.
んだ。はい、わかりました。はい。はい、アメリカでは、OK, it's very important information I had to make sure here. アメリカ、男の子は誘います。女の子は誘い
誘いません. Would it be like
誘いま
that?
せん。そうですよ。いいですよ。男の子。男の人が誘います。女の人は誘いません。女の人は誘いません。OK、じゃあ、メキシコはどう？メキシコも同じですか？
Mexico, how do I say 違います? Different?
違います。
So here, you can spend the day with any friend that you want. It can be a girl and it can be a guy. So it's just a day to go out and have fun for a lot of people, or just spend time with your family, or maybe your classmates. Just a day where everyone goes out and has fun, goes to restaurant, maybe goes to the movies. Everyone has a fun time on this day.
So
Um,
you don't have to be couple or you can be
mm-mm.
group.
You can be a group or you can just go with a friend. And it's just a really fun day for everyone. They also have some events or parties at schools or maybe in some communities, they might have some festivities just for everyone to enjoy, maybe a concert or something like that. So it's just a really fun day. There are also some festivals in some places
あ、そうなんだ。
just for people
お
to be
祭り
able to
も
go
あ
and
り
have fun.
ます。
hmm Mm.
わかった。全然違いますね。Yes, you can use 違う。Yes, especially that sounds really different. So 全然違います。So if it's same, how you would say?
同じです。
同じです。その通り。Okay. So, ask me if Japanese Valentine is same as the United States one.
日本のバレンタインとアメリカのバレンタインは
そう。
同じですか？
素晴らしい。日本のバレンタインとアメリカのバレンタインは同じですか？ちょっと似ています。ちょっと似ています。OK。似る。似ている。resemble。 Have you
あ
already learned the present perfect テイルフォン？
I
Your-
think I've seen it
Yeah.
before, but I
So,
don't think I know how to use it yet.
so, for example, 知っていますか is your action of 知る has been done. That's why your state is like you already get nourished. That's a present perfect nuance. 知っています。知っています。漢字知っています。ひらがな知っています。That has been done the action so that you already know having the knowledge. So 似る is kind of, that your DNA and other people's DNA resemble. So once your, like genes generated, then it's done, right? But after that, yeah, you resemble. So present perfect. 似ている。似ていると言いますね。はい。アメリカのバレンタインと日本のバレンタインは似ています。でも、メキシコのバレンタインとアメリカのバレンタインは
似ていません？
そう、似ていませ
Or
ん。アメリカとジャパン似ています。アメリカとメキシコ I don't know. Can I what's you guys the
MEX.
MEX good 似ていません。そうなんだね。Okay, then what do you know about Japanese Valentine's Day? 知ってる？日本のバレンタイン。
ちょっとアニメとか。
アニメとかで知ってる。
And so it would be maybe like the 14th, I think, from what I've seen is like there's a day where the girls give guys like chocolate or things like that.
そ
And
う。
then there's also something called White Day, but I don't know too much about it. That's kind of about it.
OK ホワイトデーがあります。それからそうホワイトデーがあるね。That's one particular characteristic. Yes. Yes. And as you told 男の人は何もしません。女の人チョコレートをあげます。チョコレートをあげる。So, is it 似ている or not 似ている似ていない to the US version? I
I guess I would say maybe nine. Like
Yeah.
we don't really give gifts to the guys at all, almost ever.
It's opposite, isn't it? Okay. opposite って何ですか？
Was it? I don't know.
反対。反対です。反対です。アメリカは男の人がチョコレートをあげます。あげる。あげます。日本は女の人がチョコレートをあげます。そう。日本のバレンタインデーは It's not so strong like couples day. It's rather for this kind of like girls who have someone to tell their feelings.
Like a confession day almost.
Yeah, more like, but confession is very strong, right? But it is, yes, that's it. Yeah, so, and the very funny point is that in Japan, it's a little bit old-fashioned to me, but when I was young, some portion of people believe that they don't wanna ask 男の人. They need to be asked by 男の人. And that's really resemble your story about, like females are waiting to get invited. In the US version of story, That's so funny. And still in this like a 2020s like era, people still doing it is very interesting to me.
Mm,
I don't know that
yeah.
nowadays people, that young people in Japan, they are like how many? Of course, both people exist, I believe. You know that people forever waiting people, or people never wait. That both exist, but the portion, the which is more, that I'm curious about. But anyway,
Okay, that's interesting. Mm.
yeah, I know, right? And and like once you get a like a boyfriend or girlfriend, do you know what is how is it called in Japanese? 日本語で何ですか boyfriend, girlfriend.
Like the name for boyfriend and girlfriend,
Yeah, we have general
or what?
name. はい、皆さん知ってますか
Well, I think it was like 彼氏と彼女。
そうだ
でも、
ね。
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because it's like divided by the gender, right? So, of course, you can say 彼氏、彼女, but the generic name is 恋人。
恋
恋
人。
人。
恋人。
恋人。The first kanji is for romance and person. So romantic person. My romantic person. 彼女、彼氏。So if you want to specify the gender, of course you can use 私の彼氏 or 私の彼女. But if you don't need to specify the gender, you just go with 恋人。私の恋人が、今日風邪をひいています。恋人。
Yes, I've also heard some people say the katakana version, I guess, of boyfriend. I've heard a lot of people use that one as well
そうだね。
nowadays.
Yes. ボーイフレンド、ガールフレンド、right?
Boyfriend.
Yes, that's like an official katakana word, yes. ガールフレンド。And like one of the like I dislikable as the cultural aspect for me in Japan is that if you are, for example, when I was young, like a teenager or something, even like 20s, if you were with the opposite gender someone, and if your neighbor see it, if your friends see it, if your relatives see it, and they would definitely come to ask me, ボーイフレンドなの? Is that person boyfriend? ボーイフレンドなの?
Yeah.
But that is only for the opposite gender person. And if I was with the same gender person, they don't care. that is like friends confirmed that no problem. But this is really problematic because you cannot be with someone like if they are different gender because like you get a lot of annoyance like culturally that you don't want to like make people think what it is not a reality, and then that makes more like a gap between girls and boys, like especially these kind of like teenage like sensitive age people. Hi. Okay.
Yeah, because now here, like in Mexico, United States, it's very normal to have friends of the opposite gender and to spend time with them, and no one really thinks anything of it. Um,
そうだ
when
ね。
I was a teenager as well, I had a lot of uh, different friends, and one of my best friends um, was a guy, but no one ever thought that we were like a couple or something like that because it's just normal to have friends of another um, gender, right? But when I went to Japan, especially, I saw that when I saw a group of friends, it was usually only girls or only guys, and that really surprised me because here, whenever you see a group of friends, there is always mixed gender. It's very rare to see a group of only girls or a group of only guys here.
うん。そうだね。Yeah, I think that's kind of like an old-fashioned way of thinking really affect the the chance for people to have a good, like have a good human relations because and because of this like a cultural perspective, like basically whom you can communicate with is like altered and like it's diminished because it's half, right? Yeah, there's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people here, but actually the only access you can access is half a portion of people. Sucks. Okay, and this is and also Valentine's Day in the end. Do you know why this happens? Like